Hello friends, today let's see how to cook rice. Now normally we cook it in pressure cooker, but traditionally rice is being cooked in the way I am showing you now. When the rice is not properly cooked, we tend to blame the rice, saying that we put on weight if we eat rice, or it doesn't get digested properly, or it causes bloating and unwanted consequences. So here I'll tell you how to boil rice, cook rice, so that it is beneficial to you. Now I have taken 1 cup of rice in the standard measurement cup, and I have soaked it for half an hour. I have taken 5 cups of water in this. Now whatever cup you are measuring, 5 times the water. Take it in a separate pan and heat it. Let it come to a rolling boil. Now soaking this rice for half an hour and then washing it, you can get rid of the unwanted pesticides or any additives that they have added for storing the rice. Now the rice has been soaking for half an hour. I'm going to wash it well. Now squeeze the rice between your hands like this and wash it till the water is clear. Do it minimum 3 times or maximum 4 to 5 times till the water is clear. I have washed the rice well. I washed it 3 to 4 times. Now it is clean. Rice belongs to the grains family and in turn the grass family, and these grains contain a group of compounds called phytates. Now we do not have the phytate digesting mechanism in us, so these phytates cause unwanted disturbances in our system if we consume it by just cooking it and having it. Most of us are used to cooking till the water drains out of the rice or cooking it in a pressure cooker, but this method of cooking is very easy. It will take the same time that you take to cook in a pressure cooker, but it is a healthy method of cooking rice. Now the water has started to boil. Now when it starts to roll boil, we are going to add this washed and soaked rice. Traditionally, rice used to be cooked in mud pots. That gives a nice flavor to the rice. And the strained liquid, it is called as kanji. It is kept aside, and a little of it is added to the rice in the night along with water. And the next day they have the fermented rice, which is supposed to be very good with lots of prebiotic bacteria in it. But nowadays we don't do that. Now the water has come to a rolling boil. I'm going to add the soaked and washed rice to it. Slightly mix it so that the rice doesn't stick to the bottom of the vessel. You can keep the heat in high. You will start seeing bubbles on top, and which will start coming towards the corners like a foam. Now we don't want this in our rice. We're going to remove it as it comes. In the Indian medicine system called Ayurveda, they say that this foam that comes when you cook grains and lentils causes the buildup of phlegm or mucus in your system, and it is not good for your system. So whenever you boil lentils like beans, or whenever you boil grains, the foam that comes has to be removed and it should not be consumed. Now as it boils, you'll be able to see the foam collecting towards the corners. Now reduce the heat to medium high and start removing this foam. If we take care of simple things like these, when we consume rice, we will not have problems like indigestion or bloating or weight gain unnecessarily. Now this foam will keep coming towards the corners for around 5 to 10 minutes. Now as they come, we're going to remove it to the vessel and discard it. You can see that the foam has reduced now. It is not like before. Now this has hardly taken us 10 minutes now. You can see that the rice is half cooked. There is a method for cooking each and everything in the Indian cooking tradition. Somehow we don't follow that, and we have made rice the villain, saying that rice causes weight gain, but it is not the truth. If we cook it properly, remove the unwanted things and consume it, rice is very, very good for your system. Now the rice is more than half cooked. Now I'm going to switch off. You can see that the rice is more than half cooked now. Now I'm going to close this with a lid. The heat in the liquid is enough to cook the rice fully well. Now let us leave it aside for 10 minutes. It will get cooked automatically. It is 10 minutes now. You can see that the rice is well boiled. Even when you pressure cook it, it takes around 20 minutes. Now if you cook in this method, it actually takes less than pressure cooking, and it is healthy too. Now we're going to strain the liquid. You can either use a colander like this and strain it, or you can, this is the much safer option. You have a colander with the base and there's a vessel below. This sits properly, and I'm going to pour this into the colander. Now the liquid will be piping hot, and so we need to be really careful when we strain it. Pour it carefully. Now you can see the rice that is well cooked. After 2 minutes, when it is fully strained, rice can be consumed. I am moving the rice back to the vessel. Now the rice is ready for consumption. This is the proper and traditional way of cooking rice, healthy way. This rice will not cause bloating, it will not cause weight gain, or it will not cause any unwanted consequences when it is consumed. During the summer months, they cook rice in this method in the evenings and wait for it to become lukewarm. Then they add a little bit of the strained liquid to this rice, add some cold water to it, and leave it to ferment overnight. The next day morning, they mix it well with little rock salt, shallots, finely sliced shallots or small onions, and they have it before going out to farms. And it is said to prevent sunstroke. It is said to be very healthy diet. The iron content increases to up to 2047 times. So people who consume the old rice, or it is called Pazhaya Sadam, they are supposed to be very healthy. And the fermentation allows the prebiotic bacteria to multiply in this, and it is said to be very good for the gut. It reduces acidity, it reduces inflammation to the gut, and it is supposed to be very good. Traditionally, the farming communities consume rice in this manner. Now this is also very useful. Now usually after cooling it, they give this to cows and buffaloes. It is a food for them, but we too can use it in certain methods. After cooling it and leaving it overnight, the next day you can shampoo your hair, wash it, and then rinse with this strained liquid. It will act as an excellent conditioner for your hair. And if you have sunburns or inflammation in your skin, cool it a little bit and apply it over your skin. It gives a very soothing effect to your skin, and it heals very well. And if you're suffering from cold and cough, you can have this hot in a tumbler along with a little butter and palm candy. Mix it well, and if you have it, it is supposed to be a very good remedy for cold and cough. Since this liquid is very hot, you can even use it to heat items that you take out of the fridge. Now this is some leftover sabji from the fridge. If I keep it inside for some time, then it will become hot by itself. Ghee is consumed for the afternoon lunch by most Indians, and they say the ghee should be liquefied by heating before adding to the food. So even the ghee can be kept in this hot strained liquid for some time, and it will turn liquid, so you can use it for lunch. So these are some other uses of this hot liquid. After manicure and pedicure, you can rinse your hands or even soak it in this strained liquid. It will make your skin super soft and moisturized. You can soak your feet as well as your hands. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel.